Gartner defines hyperautomation as a business-driven, disciplined approach that organizations use to rapidly identify, vet, and automate as many businesses and IT processes as possible. And it involves the orchestrated use of multiple technologies, tools, or platforms. Now, you can describe what you want to automate in a sentence, and AI will build your flow in seconds. No endless searching or guesswork. Just describe it and let Power Automate work its magic. The implementation relies on OpenAI Codex, an AI model descendant of GPT-3 that can translate natural language to code. In this case, Power Automate Cloud Flows. This is the same technology behind GitHub Copilot and Power Apps Ideas. Let's take a look at a scenario that shows you how this works. You describe it, AI builds it. Let's go ahead and select it. With this new option, creating a flow is just as easy as describing what you want to automate in your own words. Instead of figuring out how to create the flow, I just describe it. When someone responds to my survey, store the responses in a SharePoint list. If someone responds very dissatisfied, send a message in Teams, and then I hit enter. We get back a suggested flow for what we're looking to automate. A preview gives me an idea of what the flow will do for me. This looks good. The hard part is over. Now I just need to configure the connection info to the different applications involved in this automation, and fill the details, such as the name of the Microsoft form, the SharePoint address, and the Teams channel. And there you have it, a true no-code experience with the power of artificial intelligence. Knowing which 4 actions to stitch together, as you see here, may not be intuitive for everyone, but describing what they want is a lot simpler. We can further customize it if we want, and then save it. Pretty cool, right? At launch, we're supporting key Microsoft 365 apps and services, and in the coming months, we'll be expanding this to cover even more of your favorite connectors. David's automation is running exactly as planned. However, David would like to change the format of the date shown on the Microsoft Teams message. This requires using an expression in Power Automate. Expressions are a powerful way to do operations over data, but there's a steep learning curve. Now, we've made it super simple for users like David to format data by examples. Let me show you. Back to our flow, I go to the Teams action and select the new option, Format Data by Examples, on the expression menu. The first thing to do is to select the item I want to change its format, in this case, the submission time for the Microsoft Forms survey. Next, I enter an example of how the submission time is returned by default. And then, how we'll like it to be formatted. That's all. I then select Get Expression. And Power Automate returns the expression that will do this transformation. I didn't have to learn about the different functions in the Power Automate expression language. We can then test it and verify it with another date value that this expression does what we're looking for. We apply it to our flow, and there we have it. The date will now be written in the format we want. Next time the automation flow runs and a message is posted on Teams, the data is written the way we want it. Next, let me pass it over to Christy.
Thanks, Stephen. As we know, one of the top scenarios that lends itself to automation is working with Excel, where we're commonly working on manual, cumbersome, repetitive tasks like data entry, data management, and reporting. Now we're pleased to share that we're integrating Power Automate natively into Excel Online, letting you create custom flows using pre-built templates tailored to what you can accomplish with Excel. As you can see, Excel Online now has an Automate tab in the ribbon. Simply click it and select Power Automate to see the templates that are ready to automate with popular apps such as Microsoft Forms and SharePoint. With this new experience, which is rebuilt from ground up, users who use Excel on a frequent basis can quickly automate what they need without ever leaving where they work. Today, we're excited to announce that the intelligent bot authoring experience for Power Virtual Agents will be available in preview starting November 10th. This new experience unifies the sophistication of low-code and pro-code capabilities, which is a fusion of the Azure Bot Framework Composer and Power Virtual Agents bot building experience. Pro-code and low-code users can build together with multi-authoring and commenting capabilities while taking advantage of the latest functionalities such as PowerFX. And with this comes many more scenarios that bring conversational bots into your hyperautomation journey. Whether it's building an engaging adaptive card, showcasing data from Power Automate's over 750 connectors, or manipulating and transforming your data with PowerFX, new horizons for how you communicate with automation have now been unlocked. We've just seen a lot of incredible features on how you can create automation. Now let's talk a little bit about new ways you can manage your automation. First, we're pleased to share that we have 2 new solution kits to help manage, govern, and scale your hyperautomation practice. Typically, for any organization to establish a successful automation culture, you need to build an automation center of excellence to maximize the organization's investments and define guardrails, enabling a stronger development of RPA and other hyperautomation scenarios for digital transformation in a controlled manner. We recently launched a public automation kit as an open source GitHub project, helping accelerate your organization's automation based on industry's best practices. This kit has been created from customer feedback from around the globe by those who are already using Power Platform as their choice for hyperautomation. To learn more about this new automation kit, visit this link. The second kit we're introducing is based on a key use case that we see across every industry and department: approvals. That's why we've now introduced the Business Approvals Kit, a solution that will accelerate creating your approvals, and it's now in preview. The Business Approvals Kit is a no-code, ready-made template built on top of Power Platform components. It allows your organization to configure sophisticated approvals, such as multi-staged approvals and conditional branching approvals, all without needing to write a single line of code, empowering every person in your organization to do more with less for your organization's approval needs. To learn more about this Business Approvals Kit, visit this link. While these kits are an excellent way to establish best practices, let's shift to another functionality of Power Automate, and that is built right in and helps you scale automation seamlessly across your enterprise. Today, Power Automate already provides ways for you to bring your own infrastructure for desktop automation, which is commonly known as robotic process automation, or RPA. It's been easy to set up your machines and register them to your Power Automate environments with features like machine direct connectivity and machine groups. And now, with Power Automate's hosted RPA bots in preview, we go one step further by managing your unattended RPA scenarios for you. Hosted RPA bots allow you to run unattended RPA at scale, fully hosted in the cloud. It's easy to set up your hosted RPA bots. Just provide a few parameters. Just give it a name, max number of parallel bots allocated to this group, which base image and which account you want to use, and you're all set. By default, we provide a Windows image, which is already sufficient for web automation. But if you need more advanced automation with specific desktop applications, you can bring your own VM image through our integration with Azure Compute Galleries. Hosted RPA bots will automatically scale based on your needs. You can now react to any spike in demand. You can optimize your infrastructure COGS to just what's actually needed. Hosted RPA bots also provides a way to share resources among your different automation scenarios. For example, you can have 10 bots shared between 2 groups, let's say one for sales and one for finance. The 10 bots could be dynamically assigned to either sales or finance based on the need. We're constantly improving these features. Keep watching Power Automate blog for updates coming soon. You can try hosted RPA bots right now and get 2 machines with a Power Automate trial. To get started and for more information, visit these links.